say I am just getting done with a wonderful long weekend with my kids here in my small town. We had a 4-day weekend, so my kids were home a lot and we got a lot of things done, had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day and your beginning of your week. I am so excited to come to you guys today with an awesome message that hopefully you guys can use starting today. I sent out a survey last week in regards to trying to figure out which content I wanted to provide first to everybody that I thought what everybody could use right away. And one of the first things that I saw quite often in the feedback that I got was just trying to have a better and more positive life. And so that's where I wanted to start today, because I think that's a good foundation for the other content that I have coming up. So hopefully if you can start implementing these things that I talked to you about today, then it'll just be the next step, the next step that we'll try and figure out for the next content, which I hope to provide to you guys next week. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, I think we all can appreciate trying to have those huge, lofty goals, or those goals that we want for our life, and not feeling like we have the ability or understanding, or just not understanding how we can get there. And sometimes it just seems like it's too hard of a thing to achieve. So my goal today is to give you some 5 easy steps to help get you started on that. Sometimes we look at our life and we look at the things that we want, or something that we want in the future, and we say it's never going to happen, or it's too hard to get there. And they sometimes think that, the reality of the future isn't going to ever come to pass. They're looking at what they have in the present moment. They're looking at their relationships. They're looking at their jobs, their careers, and they can dream, but they don't ever see that dream coming to pass. They don't ever see that becoming their reality. So I want to show you how you can definitely make this happen if you want. Now, it's going to take work, as always, but it is doable, and I hope you guys will take the steps to do this, because who doesn't want a better life? Who doesn't want to up-level our life on a regular basis? So I want to ask you this goal, or this question. Sorry, not this goal. I want to ask you this question. Are you pushing yourself? Are you pushing yourself to go after that life that you are wanting every day? More than likely, you could probably say no, because I know for myself, I couldn't say no even a couple months back, because you know what? I didn't have this very first thing. I didn't have clarity. So clarity is number one that we are going to be talking about today. What is clarity? Okay, we hear about it all the time. You have to have clarity. You have to know what you're going after. But it is so true. My dreams or my goals that I have for my life are probably not what you are wanting in your life. And if I was to share them with you, it wouldn't resonate with you. Okay, we may all say that we would like to have a better life. Well, what is that for you? I can tell you what it is for me. It's probably not going to be the same for you. Do you want a different job? What kind of job? What about a different house? What kind of house? Okay, we all say these vague things without knowing exactly what it is that we are wanting. We have to have a clear picture and a clear destination to be able to get there. Okay, you have to be clear as to what you are wanting. And it may not have to do anything with a career. And it may be something to do with your personal life. Maybe you want to be a happier mom. Maybe you want to be less anxious. Maybe you want to be less stressed out. Maybe you want to be more organized, okay? But you have to be defined as to what those are. What it doesn't mean to have a less stressful life. How would you feel? What does your life look like? Okay, you have to be very specific to be able to get to the end goal. Without clarity, nothing else is going to matter. Okay, you have to know where to begin. There was this analogy that I saw recently, and I thought this is perfect for trying to understand clarity a little bit better. But let's just say you were in an elevator of a 100-foot story building. Okay, you're inside that elevator, but you don't know which floor you're wanting to get off on. So you're just going up the floors one by one by one until you hit that button, or until somebody else pushes a button and tells you where you want to go. Okay, outside influence, you will not get to your end destination. So it's just like life. If we don't have our destination in mind, we will never get there. Okay, we are never going to be able to get to our end destination without a clear idea as to where we want to go. Because life is going to take you in lots of different directions, and unless you have that clarity, you're going to get influenced by it. It's just what happens, okay? I found this quote that I really loved, and I think it's perfect for this situation. It's from Helen Keller. We all know and love Helen Keller, but this quote is, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight and not seeing." Okay, so you have to have that sight. You have to have that vision to be able to really see your dream life, to see the potential that is in front of you. Okay, so that is number one, clarity. Number two is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in the process, belief that this road is going to be hard, but it's all for the good of what you're going after, okay? And it's really hard sometimes if we don't have that belief in what we're trying to achieve, and we're in ourselves, and we start to go out and we start to tell people about what we're trying to go after. There's going to be people that are going to try and influence you to stop, or try and tell you that it's not the right thing for you to be doing. And unless you have the belief in yourself, you're going to be swayed, you're going to be influenced by them, and you may stop altogether. So if you don't have belief in yourself, at least have belief in the ability that you can at least try, okay? And that's huge. Sometimes we're not going to believe fully that you can be the best at a certain thing, or to be the best mom, or to be, to achieve all this money. At least believe that you can try, and that is huge. That's a step that you can go in the right direction, okay? Another thing that you need to believe in is believing that every event is moving you closer to your vision, okay? Every setback, every challenge, every obstacle is preparing you for that dream, okay? You have to grow to be able to get to that next level. You can't stay at the same level and expect you to have no setbacks and no failures and no problems along the way. You have to grow, okay? That's just what part of this journey is all about. Life is just simply testing you to see if you really do want this dream thing that you want. It's going to test you to say, are you sure about this? Are you sure you want to grow and to push yourself this hard? And do you really want this vision? Okay, so you have to just look at it that way. Oh, this is life testing me. I can push through this. Yes, I do want that vision. Okay, and most people are going to typically give up pretty quickly when they have any kind of setback of any kind, because they're going to look at it as life is trying to tell you that this isn't the right path for you, or this is going to be too hard, so you better not do it. Or a setback means you're never going to achieve it anyway, so why try? Don't look at it that way. Look at it as a test, okay? It's an obstacle, it's a challenge, it's a test. And are you going to see it for what it is? Are you going to see these obstacles and challenges as just little steps to getting you a little bit closer to your goal? Will you see them and try and find a way to work past them? Okay? You have to see that your ability to overcome these challenges in your path will give you the skills that you need to achieve your dreams. You have to become a different, better version of yourself to get to these goals, okay? And the only way you're going to be able to do that is to keep pushing past these obstacles without taking your eyes off of the prize, okay? So that is number 2, belief, okay? Number three is a pretty big one, but it's pretty simple at the same time. Your word. What is your word? It's your commitment to yourself, okay? It's the promises that you make to yourself. We do this all the time to other people, and we will show up for them, and we will make sure that we keep our commitments and our promises to them, but we tend to forget about the most important person that we need to be keeping that goal and that promise to is ourself. How many times are we going to let ourselves down? I want you to commit today that that's going to end. That's going to stop. When you commit to something that you want to do, you're going to follow through with it. You're going to be that person. Okay, and that's going to be huge, because you know what? Half of the people in this world do not keep their goal or keep their word to themselves. So commit today. You're going to be a different person. You're going to keep your word to yourself, and you're going to be, so much more better than the other people around you. Number 4 is the lesson. This is huge. The lesson. Everything that we have in our life, every situation, every, setback is going to have a lesson to it. Now, if you can learn from it and see the lesson for what it is, then you're going to be a better person, okay? So even if you go through something that you've been trying to see if you would enjoy, or trying to see if this is the path that you want to go, and you realize, I I don't like it, or this is going to be harder than I expected it to, or it's not as amazing as I thought it was going to be. There's a lesson there, isn't there? You have learned what you don't like, and you can tweak it, and you can try a little bit different the next time. So there is a huge lesson within every single thing that we do. Okay, and I think if you also look for the lesson as far as success, then you're going to know, hey, this worked for me. I can do this again and get to the same end goal. Okay, and I think for me, I don't regret any of my failures. My failures are just one more step to figuring out the process that I need to do to go to get to the end goal. So it's a lesson that I have learned, okay? If things don't go as planned, it's okay. It's a lesson, okay? You showed up, you did the thing that you said you were going to do, learn from it, fix it, tweak it, and try and do it again, okay? Don't give up, just look at it as a lesson. Okay? And sometimes I have to look at success stories or failures as some of my biggest motivation. So do that for yourself. Look at what you've done and move forward. Try the next best thing. Number 5, this is a big one, simple one again, but it is don't wait. Okay? The biggest mistake people make when it comes to going after what they really want is waiting for the perfect scenario, waiting for there to be enough money, waiting for enough motivation, enough time, getting picked by a certain person. We wait. We need to stop waiting around and waiting for the perfect situation, because it's never going to happen. Only you can push yourself, and only you can decide to go now. Okay? What other situation do you need, or what other motivation do you need? Okay? You've got that clarity. You've got your belief. You've got everything else lined up for you. You just need to go for it. It's never going to be perfect. Okay, so go for it. You've got this one life. Decide now to make it the best one ever. Last but not least, probably my favorite one that I need to personally work on, is celebration. This is something that I think a lot of people will agree with when they say that they don't celebrate the small wins as much as they should. And I think it's a huge thing when you sit down and realize celebration is huge. You have to show yourself that you have progressed, okay? Every small win is a step further than you were yesterday. So even if it's something like, for me, as I'm trying to get this coaching business up and going, I've learned how to send out emails on a mass way, or however you say it. That's huge for me, okay? I'm on a huge learning curve, and sometimes you can get overwhelmed by saying, I'm not to my end goal yet. It's taking me a lot longer. This is a lot harder. But if I look at all the little steps that I've made along the way, I can say, no, I have done a lot, and celebrate those small wins to realize you have come a far way, okay? So you need to figure out what that is for you. Is it going out and getting a small drink, or your favorite drink? Is it going to lunch with a friend? Is it buying yourself something special? Or is it just taking the day off, okay? Realize your win, acknowledge it within yourself, celebrate it, and don't let the mundane things overwhelm you. So what am I missing? What am I missing out of these 6 things? Have you seen anything that you would add to your list to get you to your end goal? Let me know about it. I want to hear. And I want to hear about what your dream life is and what you're going to do to get there. Tell me about your clarity. Tell me about your belief. Tell me about the different steps that you're going to take and the lessons that you have or want to learn in the future to make sure you get there. Don't wait, and celebrate. I hope you have a fantastic week. If you are looking for someone to help you figure out your dream goals or your dream life, you're trying to help get some clarity in your life and you're just getting stuck a little bit, that's what I'm here for. I want to help you figure out what that dream life is and what is holding you back. If you would like to set up a free mini session with me, you can email me at chantel@findyourbeautifulyou.com and we can set up a free session. I've got some programs in the works that I'm super excited about. It's going to be about happiness. It's going to be about stress and anxiety. I am super excited about these different things, and I will let you know as soon as I get them up and going. And I will talk to you guys a little bit later this week on my blog. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day and find your beautiful you. Bye.